Hello, everybody. It's nice to be back here once again. I am blessed as always to have the opportunity to turn on this phone, to press the record button, and to speak. And for that, I'm thankful because, as we well know, freedom, it is slipping and it will slip further. And I know that everyone will say that Donald Trump will save the day and that will be restored. Okay. Maybe it will, and maybe it won't. But my faith is not in Donald Trump. Not by a long shot. Nor is my faith in Biden. So relax, those of you who say that you're Christians. I am not a Biden fan. Nope. Nowhere close. Do I believe Trump is the better person? Sure. Out of the two. Absolutely. But make no mistake. The road is being paved. In fact, it's already been started quite a while ago. And Trump is part of the continuation of that road until the end is here. What role he plays, I'm not 100% sure. We can't know all things, but I think there are things that I'm concerned about. Obviously, he's a big proponent for vaccines, and I am not. So that is something that's very dangerous. I don't care what denomination you are, what faith you are. It's a dangerous road. Even those that were in the industry have come out and said that. Of course, they've been silenced as usual. But we seem to be trusting on man, not God. So I'm confused at what happened to the real Christians. I mean, I'm really not, because we know there's a falling away. We know that. We know there's so many professing Christians and falsehoods, and they're all over the place. I mean, yeah, I trust in God, except for, I'm just going to do this one thing because, why? If you trust in God in all things, there should be no concerns. I'm not saying that means you're going to have happy times all the time and ice cream sundaes. It doesn't work that way. We're all going to have troubles. In fact, if you are truly a Bible-believing Christian, then you will be persecuted, and you will be attacked, and you will be mocked, and you will be turned on. That's just the way it goes. I'd like to be happy about that, but then again, I feel bad for being happy about that. It is what it is. Look at the fact of what you gain when you leave from here. Now, I'm not saying that the ones with families and children should be the front lines. Everybody plays a role. I think single folks who can't or don't want or don't feel that they need to have children, those are certain people who fill a role. And those who have families, they fill another role. It's called the church. No, not the church building, but the church itself. Everyone has a role. It's not to pick up guns and arms and protect the American flag. Now, I'm not saying I'm against the American flag. I'm not saying that either. In fact, I'm not as big of a fan of the Founding Fathers as I am of the founding fathers. Those who truly came here with intentions of freedom and biblical freedom from the oppressors. I'm not, Thomas Jefferson has said some beautiful things. John Adams said some great things. Thomas Paine, some wonderful things. Don't get me started on Thomas Paine. Let's just be honest here. He was not a Christian. A lot of people think he was, but not so much. Just read his letters. There are many quotes and beautiful quotes, and they're pretty cool quotes. Get the base riled up. But where are the quotes from the Bible? Those are the ones that should rile you up and get you ready to fight. But fight for what? And fight with what? You've heard the term spiritual warfare, and that is exactly what it is, a spiritual warfare. This is not some sort of not in all situations. Some people are going to fight for the actual physical being. And I don't know that I agree with fighting for my physical being as I am fighting for the physical being of my family. No, I don't mean cousins, nephews, uncles. I mean my wife and my children. I will give my life for them as I would for the Lord, because that's what the Lord requires of me. And I'm okay with that. Will it be sad if I ever have to? Yes. Nobody wants to leave their family. Well, some people don't. But we are in a time that God should be trusted in all things. And when the church building started closing down, I was not surprised. Not at all. I told people it would happen. I said they would. I said they should. In fact, I'm willing to guarantee that there's more people that found God outside of some of those church buildings than they did inside the church building. Because now they're forced to read the Bible on their own and maybe stumbled across somebody on YouTube. Not me. Who am I? But someone with great knowledge of the Bible. Not great knowledge. The Bible talks about it. Not the great knowledge of all things in the world. I'm talking about the Bible. The Scriptures. It's funny, I'm looking at the time on the my phone, and I didn't want to go too long, but here I am, going on and on. We need to get back to that point. There's going to be far fewer people that make it into heaven than what you're told. No, I'm not trying to make fun of Catholics, but it says 1 billion Catholics. Well, there's not going to be 1 billion Bible-believing people in heaven. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Not every single Catholic's going to heaven. Not every single Presbyterian's going to heaven. Not every Baptist is going to heaven. Not every, it's a misnomer. It's sad that people are led to believe that, well, you're here in the church, you're in. No, you're not. Not everyone. Not everyone. I want to go to Romans 8, chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that, again, Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Are you called? I don't know if you're called. I don't know. I'm not God. There is a purpose. All things. And if you keep your eyes on God, and you do not stray from that, when I say eyes, I don't mean physically see God. Although some will say you see God in all things, the trees, the plants, and I agree with that. Different kind of seeing. I meant physically seeing God. You cannot, obviously. You stick with the Word of God. Stick to the Scriptures. You follow the Bible. Stay there. All will be well. But Stephen, I knew a Bible-believing Christian who died. I will tell you, if that is true, their time was come. God has called them home. You can be grieving, you can be sad about this, but be happy of where they are. We need to touch as many hearts as we can. Well, we have the time. Because we don't know when the end comes. I'm not talking about the end of times, because as I've said before, your end of time could be different than someone else's end of time. We all don't have we are not all going to have the same date of when we leave until the very, very end. Who is left? So Romans chapter 8, verse 28. It's God. God has a purpose. Love God with all you have, and he will guide you through these times. Prepare. I once used to say, be prepared, but not scared. Be prepared. Doesn't mean like, catching away is coming tomorrow. I mean, I'm not going to worry about the food situation. I'm not going to, well, that doesn't make sense to me. And he'll say, but if you're preparing for food, Stephen, Aren't you not trusting in God? I trust in God will tell me what to do. And if my inside of who I am, if inside of my head and my heart, I'm told to go get certain things, I'm going to get them. Who am I to question God? Well, that seems silly, especially if you're a Christian. Thank you for tuning into this video. I appreciate your time as I always do. And God bless. Have a beautiful day. And remember, tip your hat. Tell them they have a high chance of surviving in this world. And they have incredible opportunities with their eyes on God. Thank you.